Hello everyone, we will be discussing Lesson 10, which includes the material or economic self and the spiritual self. These are the two important aspects of understanding the self as they relate to how we define ourselves based on what we have and what we believe.
Symbolic self-completion is a psychological theory that explains how people try to achieve their personal goals and express their identity through symbols. Symbols are things that shows other who we are or what we have accomplished, such as titles, diplomas, awards, possessions, or behaviors. For example, someone who wants to be a musician might buy a guitar, join a band, or perform in public. These symbols are important because they make us feel complete and confident in our identity. The theory has three main concepts. These are commitment to self-defining goals, symbols of completeness, and social reality. Commitment to self-defining goals. This means that we have some goals that are very important to us and define who we are. These goals can be related to our roles, for example, being parent, teacher, and athlete, or our attributes, such as being intelligent, creative, and friendly. We feel motivated to pursue these goals and achieve them. Symbols of completeness. These are the indicators that we have reached our goals or that we have the qualities we want. These indicators are recognized by others and by ourselves. They can be based on our background, for example, education and training, our position, for example, status and occupation, or our performance, such as actions and achievements. For example, a doctor might have a medical degree, work in a hospital, and save lives as symbols of completeness. Social reality. This is the idea that our self-definition depends on the feedback and acknowledgement of others. We need others to see and appreciate our symbols of completeness. This makes us feel more confident and satisfied with ourselves. For example, a writer might feel more complete if their book is published, reviewed, and read by many people. According to the theory, when we have enough symbols of completeness for our self-defining goals, we do not need to seek more symbols or to show them off. However, when we lack symbols or feel insecure about our identity, we try to find or display more symbols to fill the gap and reduce the tension. This can lead us to buy things, join groups, or do things that are related to our goals and identity. This is how symbolic self-completion works.
When it comes to understanding religion and spirituality, this is actually a two intertwined yet very distinct element in our lives. Since then, andyan na yung religion natin, at the same time, sumasagi dito or kumbaga, hindi mawawala ang aspect ng spirituality. When you say religion, it is actually an organized rituals. It attempts to explain the spiritual or supernatural, while spirituality seeks individual meaning and direction without the need for formal structures. There are like two sides, of the same icon, or let's say the same coin, with spirituality often delving deeper than religion. Religion actually serves various roles in society, providing explanations, establishing orders, justifying actions, offering support, serving as a vehicle for passage into different domains. theories on religion, cognitive, so cognitive, we also have the psychological, and we also have the social function. Helps us, it help us grasp its impact on our lives and communities. So yun ang basically ang ibig sabihin ng religion and spirituality. Now, if you talk about the other parts, just like the myth, symbols, and worldview, what are the significance of this sa ato, ang myth, ang symbols, and worldview? So when we say myth, it is actually the stories that underpin beliefs, and the symbols within religions all contribute to shaping a culture's worldview. They offer explanations about the divine and creation, morality, and death, and serve as a collective body of ideas shared within a culture.
In times of uncertainty and crisis, religion and spirituality have played pivotal roles in understanding and comfort. Let's delve into how they achieve this through various functions. First, religion and spirituality help reduce anxiety by addressing the unknown. They offer explanations for the mysteries of life, death, and afterlife, providing a framework that offers answer to questions that might otherwise cause anxiety. For example, many religions offer the belief in an afterlife. This belief assures individuals that life doesn't end with death and offering a sense of continuity. Secondly, these spiritual practices offer immense comfort during times of crisis. Through practices such as prayer and meditation, individuals find a sense of inner peace. It allows them to connect with something larger than themselves, which can be a source of immense comfort when dealing with personal or global crises. Religion and spirituality also function as moral compasses, providing notions of providing right and wrong. They set precedents for acceptable behavior, reducing anxiety by offering clear guidelines for ethical living. Take, for instance, the Ten Commandments. Um, they establish fundamental rules for ethical behaviors, offering individuals a sense of security and guidance in navigating life's moral complexities. Lastly, rituals and traditions play a crucial role in enhancing learning as well as providing a sense of continuity and belonging. Many cultures rely on oral traditions to pass down knowledge and wisdom from generation to generation. These traditions are not only educational but also serve to strengthen the sense of community and shared identity. So let's proceed to the two types of rituals that serve different purposes and are essential for anticipated events and unforeseen challenges in human life. First is the calendric rituals. Calendric rituals are scheduled and repeated at specific times or on particular dates, often based on religious or cultural calendar. These rituals can mark significant events, seasons, or important cultural or religious observances. For example, is the Easter Sunday is a calendric ritual in Christianity celebrating the resurrection of Jesus Christ. It occurs on a specific date each year, the first Sunday after the first full moon following the vernal equinox. The rituals associated with Easter, such as attending church services, egg hunts, and family gatherings, are all scheduled to coincide with the religious events. The next one is the crisis-based rituals. It is performed on response to unexpected or critical situations such as personal tragedies, natural disasters, or communal crises. They aim to provide comfort, healing, or a sense of control during difficult times. For example, in funeral rituals, it is a common example of crisis based rituals when someone passes away. families and communities come together to perform funeral rites. These rituals help the grieving process, provide a closure, and offer support to those affected by the loss. While they may not occur in a fixed calendar schedule, they are triggered by the crisis of a loved ones.
So let's proceed to the religion rites of passage. First, we have the rites of separation. It is the rites that involve the separation of the individual from society. These rituals involve the individual's separation from their current social or cultural context. It symbolizes the end of one phase of life and the beginning of another. Also, these rites often include symbolic acts like shedding old clothes, cutting hair, or a period of isolation from the community. The underlying idea of this rite is to detach the person from their previous status and prepare them for the forthcoming changes. A situational example for this is a person entering a monastery or convent where they leave their previous worldly life behind to devote themselves to a religious order. Second is the rites of transition. Rites on the temporary separation of an individual before inclusion in a big group. During this phase, the individual is temporarily separated from their familiar group or society. This period is marked by various challenges, tests, or teachings. It's a time for learning, growth, and often initiation into the knowledge and responsibilities of the new role or status. These rites can include initiation ceremonies, vision quests, or educational experiences. An example of this is a young adult's initiation ceremony, where they go through a series of challenges to prove their readiness for adulthood, as seen in some tribal cultures. Next, we have the rites of incorporation. In the new state or condition, the individual is returned to the big group. This marks the individual's return to larger social or cultural group but in new status or condition. They are now recognized as having successfully completed the transition phase. The person is often given new roles, responsibilities, and privileges within the community. This could be through ceremonies, blessings, or symbolic acts. Marriage, as mentioned earlier, is a classic example of a rite of incorporation, where the couple is formally integrated into the extended family and community. So, example, marriage ceremonies where two individuals are incorporated into a new family unit and social status as a married couple. Lastly is the rites of intensification. Rituals used in times of problem or crisis in order to unify, reduce fear, or to mobilize people into action. These rituals are employed during times of crisis, conflict, or challenge. They serve to bring the community together, provide emotional support, and encourage unity. They can involve acts of worship, fasting, or other forms of collective action that reinforce the group's values and solidarity. These rites aim to reduce fear, provide strength, and mobilize individuals to work together in times of trouble. So, an example of this is a religious community coming together for a prayer and fasting session during a period of war or natural disaster to seek strength, unity, and divine intervention. These rites are fundamental to many cultures and religions, serving not only to mark life transitions, but also to foster a sense of belonging, shared identity, and continuity in the face of change or adversity. Each culture may have its unique variation of these rites, reflecting their beliefs, values, and social structures.
There are 7 ways in improving your spiritual health. The spiritual element of wellness can be the most personal piece of the puzzle when trying to place all 8 dimensions of wellness together. Generally, people live a life with meaning and purpose. When these goals are met, it puts true harmony in one's life and the others they surround themselves with. So, what can you do to improve your spiritual wellness? It's best to figure out what techniques for you Since spiritual wellness involves one's values, beliefs, and purpose, it can be achieved in several ways, both physically and mentally. First, and several ways in improving your spiritual health is number one, explore your spiritual core. By exploring your spiritual core, you are simply asking yourself questions about the personal you are and your meaning. So, what are the questions that will take you down a road where you think more in depth about yourself and allow you to notice things about yourself that will help you achieve fulfillment? Exploring your spiritual core involves self reflection and asking profound questions about your identity and purpose. For example, who am I? Reflect on your values, strengths, and personal qualities. What is my purpose? Consider what drives you and how you want to contribute to the world. What do I value most? Identify the principles and beliefs that matter deeply to you. This introspection can lead to personal growth and help you find fulfillment. For instance, if you discover your value to creativity, you may pursue a career or hobby related to an art or innovation to fulfill that aspect of your spiritual core. Number two, look for deeper meanings. Looking for deeper meanings in your life and analyzing occurring patterns will help you see that you have control over your destiny. Being aware of this can help you achieve a happy and healthy life. Looking for deeper meanings means examining your life for significant patterns or hidden purposes that can empower you to shape your own destiny. For example, career choices. If you notice a pattern or dissatisfaction in your job changes, you might explore a deeper meaning in your work, leading you to more fulfilling career. Relationships. Recognizing patterns of unhealthy relationships can lead you to seek healthier connections, ultimately improving your overall well-being. By finding deeper meanings and patterns, you can make more informed choices that contribute to a happier and healthier life. Number three is get it out. Expressing what is on your mind will help you to maintain a focused mind. After a long day or a significant event, you may feel confused and not be able to make sense of your feelings. Get it out means that expressing your thoughts and feelings can help you clear your mind and maintain focus. For example, journaling. After a challenging day, writing in a journal about your experiences and emotion can provide clarity and help you process what happened. Talking to a friend. Sharing your thoughts and feelings with a trusted friend can also help you gain perspective and feel more focused. By getting it out, you release emotional baggage, enabling you to think more clearly and move forward with a refreshed mindset.
Another ways to improve your spiritual health is trying yoga. Yoga is a physical technique that can help improve our spiritual wellness by reducing emotional and physical strains on our mind and body. It is also cultivating awareness of how to act when faced with stress and other challenges. We can learn to better choose our responses with more purpose and kindness to improve our relationship and resilience. Yoga also help you to stop cliff to control everything, instead allow you to accept what you have. It is also reduce stress and anxieties. Focusing on the breath can create more space in the mind, which help us clarify what is important to us. Focusing on the breath that create more space in the mind, which help us clarify what is important to us. Other ways to improve our spiritual health is travel. Travel, taking time for yourself to travel to a comforting place or somewhere new can do wonders for your mind. People travel for all types of reasons. Some travel to see new, exotic locations, where others go on vacation to escape daily stress and pursue a digital detox from devices. In both cases, travel creates a space for spiritual healing. Travel can be excellent for this particular activity. Nature inherent is filled with spiritual energy. Reconnecting with nature through walks, hikes, or other outside activities can therefore also travel also forces us to escape our routines and schedule. When this happens, we naturally become more open to our surroundings and to change in general. Because spiritual healing often requires an ability to change and grow, travel can help us in these regards. This is especially true for wellness travel that encourage us to leave our comfort zone. To improve your spiritual health, think positively. Once you start viewing things in your life in a positive manner, you will find yourself thinking differently and refocusing your mind to a happy, healthy place. When you eliminate negativity and reframe how you think of certain things, a positive outlook has many benefits. It can help you keep a clear mind as well as staying organized and energized. Positive thinking also impacts others around you. If you're happy and exuding confidence, your positivity can be contagious. Don't get discouraged, so don't be so hard on yourself. Brush it off and try to find ways to do better next time. When you think positively, you're more motivated to find different ways to improve as opposed to giving up or getting discouraged. It's okay to help for impossible to know everything. That's why you're in college. Reaching out to professors and peers can help you keep a positive attitude. Learning from others with different experience and knowledge helps to give you a new perspective and offers a fresh way of looking things. Avoid unnecessary conflicts. At some point, it's bound to happen. Roommate battles or disagreements are part of the college experience, so you're not alone. No two people are the same. Staying positive can help diffuse roommate or friend conflicts by openly communicating and accepting and respecting the opinions of others. Welcoming open discussion in a positive and non-judgment way is a great way to keep in the peace. Don't let your grades define you. Most students would agree that their grades are a direct reflection of who they are, which could not be further from the truth. Every student at one time or another has received a grade they're not happy with, but it doesn't mean that you give up. Staying positive can help improve your focus by not dwelling on negative or discouraging thoughts. Instead, it helps you to keep your eye on your goals and reminds you why you're in college in the first place, to keep learning and growing. So, always think positive.
Now, before kami mag-report, no, nag-uusap-usap kami ng mga aming ka-groupmates because we're thinking of a strategy to make this video presentation more interactive. Now, ang naisip namin, we thought about opening a floor of a discussion. So instead of you guys asking me, I will be the one who will ask you the questions. And now you comment down below your ideas and your reflections about the questions na itatanong ko sa inyo. So, the first question is actually, how do you perceive your own your religion, I believe. How do you perceive your own religion or spiritual beliefs? Pangalawang question, why do you think religion has been a constant in human history? Again, how do you perceive your own religion or spiritual beliefs? Why do you think religion has been a constant in human history? We will provide the questions later sa yung i-comment namin sa baba so that malalaman nyo, and then you comment down below your reflections about this and click the notifications and subscribe to our channel. MA lang. Anyways, you answer that one and you comment down below your answers. You share your thoughts and explore your brain, your minds about your reflections, no? Kung ano yung masasabi nyo regarding sa aming mga tanong.